What is up, YouTube? I am here with my 1997 Chevy P30 step van that me, my wife, and my daughter are converting into a camper bus. Right now it's about halfway done. It's got bunk beds, it's got a couch, it's got some living space. But today I am going to be doing an oil change on the bus. The bus itself has a V8 turbo diesel motor in it. It's a big motor, it's a big bus, but it surprisingly does really well on gas or on diesel. So right now I'm going to crawl underneath here and unscrew the oil cap, let all the oil drain out, and start the process. I'm not really that pro, so going to be learning as I go along. And for anybody that is watching this to try and figure out how to do an oil change on their bus, shouldn't be that hard from what I'm understanding. So let's do this together. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get on my creeper, get under here, and take this bolt out. If you can see this bolt right here, this is the bolt that is going to drain all of my oil out of my oil pan, which then will allow me to see how dirty this oil is, because it hasn't been changed in so long. And I actually don't know how long it was sitting before I picked this bus up. I picked this bus up in Florida from the guys at Sector 9, and it had been sitting in one of their reps' yard for a long time. Alright, I got it loosened up. Here we go. Hopefully this doesn't just come shooting out all over me. I honestly don't know how this works. I've only done this like one time. To my El Camino. I have a feeling it's slow going right now until it's too fast. I can feel it loosening up. What's gonna happen here? Holy shit, I'm gonna get oil all over me if I don't adjust. Okay, here it comes. Alright guys, here's the oil. You can see it draining out of the oil pan. It's going into the bucket. Really dirty oil. So that's what's going on now. I'm kind of stuck under here. You can see the position I'm in. I'll let you guys see it. Wow. So I'm stuck under here right now, draining the oil on this bus, because me and my wife are going on an adventure to somewhere in Maryland this weekend coming up. So it's still draining, dude. That's a lot of oil. This thing holds 7 quarts. Crazy. Okay guys, once all your oil's drained out, or almost all drained out, because there's a lot of oil in here, you're going to want to reach up next to where you drain your oil, and this little thing right here, this blue thing, this is your oil filter. So you're going to want to take your oil filter remover tool thingy, and you're going to want to come in here and remove your oil filter. I don't know what you guys can see, but I'm just putting that on there, and then you turn it. Okay, and then it's turning. See it turning? Alright. So I'm taking the oil filter off. I don't know if this is going to get gnarly. I could spill oil all over myself. I don't know what I'm in for. But that's the oil filter right up here that I'm taking out. You can see it. She's spinning off. This oil filter feels really big compared to the one I bought. Okay guys, here it comes. I'm bringing it straight down as to not to spill any oil that may be still in the filter. And I'm going to try and remove it over here. Put it down next to myself. Compare it to the new oil filter that I got. Clean this up. And we're in business, boys. Coming out. Alright, let's compare oil filters here. This is the one I took out. This is the one I'm going to put back in. Weird. The one I'm going to put back in bigger. They could potentially have the wrong one in. because I don't know who worked on this car before, but I know that from the research that I did that this is the oil filter I should be using for this bus. So I'm going to put it in. Go with your gut feeling, go with your research. I don't know how you guys would go about the situation, but I'm going with my gut feeling. So what I'm doing right now is grabbing my oil filter, laying back down on my dolly or my creeper, and rolling myself back in here. I'm gonna put the nut back in here so this stops leaking, so I can remove my bucket and move on to the next stage of installing the oil filter. Reach up in here. Try and spin it on here. Hopefully I can spin around. Gonna want to make sure you get it real tight, guys, because this is what allows you to build up some oil pressure between this gasket. You don't want to be shooting oil all over under here. I have the new oil filter installed. I have the drain bolt reinstalled and tightened, all cleaned up with a rag here, and no oil spills underneath. So I'm going to slide out of here, head up front, and put the oil in, and then come back down here and check for any leaks or anything like that. But here we go, guys. I am now going to put about 7 quarts of 1540 oil in here. One of my friends who is a motorcycle mechanic told me that Rotolo, the Shell stuff, is really good. So let's see how much is in here, and we'll figure it out from there. I don't know, let's just start putting it in and check. That's my method. My method isn't very precise, guys. It's just put it in, check. Put it in, check, okay? Underneath one more time, make sure everything's good, no leaks. I'm looking perfect, good to go. Gonna give myself the thumbs up on that one. And then I'm gonna get this thing on level ground, get off my homemade jacks, and check the oil level for real. Get it exactly where I want it, and we're set to go. So far, not so bad. Just get in there, get your hands dirty, and give it a try. That's my advice if you want to, because that's the first time I ever changed the oil in a P30 step van. That is some seriously dirty oil that came out of this thing, though. Like I said, I don't know how many miles are on it, how long it's sat, but that is like sludge. It's insane. So, wow, this thing's gonna be living it, loving it if it worked out. All right, there's nothing under there. Gonna fire it up, back it up off the jacks, and move on to the next level. About to get the first reading of oil. Whoa, about to get the first reading of oil right here. See where we're at. I just put in a guesstimated amount. Needs more, apparently. You can figure out how much your truck actually needs and then measure it out. It's not really my style, so I'm just gonna continue this way. Get a reading here. What's it gonna say? Full. Perfectly good. Amazing. So we are stoked, guys. I'm gonna fire it up. Make sure everything is perfect. Take it for a little spin. Fire Betsy up. Wow. Sounds strong. That oil change must have helped her. Let's pull her out of the shop here. It's tight for such a big rig in the shop, honestly. Woo! Woo! Really tight. I gotta watch myself. Watch the mirrors. Mirrors are key when you're driving a big truck. Woo! She seems to be loving it, boys. She needed an oil change. She was driving weird before. Stoking. Yeah, boys. Oh my gosh, dude, I left with the door open. No, I didn't. Did that a couple times. That's crazy. Okay, guys, that wraps up this video. That was an oil change on a 1997 P30 step van that we are converting into a house van. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something. I know I learned a lot, and I know the van is very, very happy that I gave it an oil change. Gonna check that down on my records book, edit this up for you guys, and thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any tricks of the trade or anything, let me know. Leave them in the comment section below. Thanks a lot. Now I gotta clean up for the dream. Woo!